It's me, Zeno!
Zeno-sama! Is that you?
Yes, I'm talking to you telepathically. The High Priests were talking, and I heard something very interesting. You have a new transformation, and it's all colorful. Colorful things are so fun!
Yeah! That's true, but does it have to be now? Can we play another day?
No! I want to see! I want to see it up close! Come visit me right now in my palace! It'll be super fun!
Alright, Zeno-sama! I'm going! I promise to show you everything!
The sky of Beerus's planet was calm. The gentle wind made the purple field move slightly, and the distant sound of Whis's staff cut through the air with precision. Goku moved at high speed, trying to keep up with every blow, every rotation, and every teleportation of the angel. But no matter how fast it was still not enough. Whis dodged lightly, as if dancing between attacks. The stick glowed, and a simple touch sent Goku flying dozens of meters backwards, skidding along the water. Whis, twirling his staff, said, "You still think too much before acting, Goku. Ultra Instinct does not accept hesitation." Goku wiped the sweat from his forehead. "I know, but it seems like the more I train, the further the limit gets." Whis landed on the ground smoothly without even raising dust. "Limit? Do you still believe that? I already said, a Saiyan should never believe in limits, but there's something else holding you back." Whis tilted his head, watching Goku curiously. "Tell me, what distracts you so much today?" Goku looked away, taking a deep breath. He remained silent for a few seconds, looking at the sky. "You know, Whis." "I was remembering the fight against Jiren." Whis raised an eyebrow. "Ah, the warrior from Universe 11. A fascinating opponent, I must say." Goku smirked. "Yeah. At that time, I thought I had reached the top. I felt the power of Ultra Instinct for the first time, and it was incredible. But in the end, even with all that power, I couldn't win alone. I needed Frieza, and even Android 17. Whis crossed his arms, listening intently as Goku continued his reflection. "After the Tournament of Power, I thought that if I mastered Ultra Instinct, nothing could stop me. But..." Goku closed his eyes, remembering the most recent battle. "Frieza is back, stronger than ever, and even with full Ultra Instinct, he defeated me." Silence took over the training field. Only the sound of the wind and Whis's staff gently swaying could be heard. Whis asked, "That bothers you, doesn't it?" Goku replied, "Of course it bothers you. I train so hard I surpass myself all the time, and yet someone like Frieza can beat me. I thought Ultra Instinct was the pinnacle, but it seems that it is still not enough." Whis slowly approached. "Goku, you have an incomparable talent, but perhaps your error lies in something simple. You rely too much on transformations." Goku looked up, confused. "Like this?" Whis said. "Tell me, how many transformations do you currently have?" Goku scratched his head thoughtfully. Let's see. There's the Super Saiyan, the Super Saiyan 2, the Super Saiyan 3, the Super Saiyan 4. He smiled, remembering his adventures in the Makai world. The God form, the Super Saiyan Blue, and the Ultra Instinct. Whis smiled slightly. "Wow, really, it's a beautiful collection. But now tell me, Goku, of all these transformations, which one would be able to defeat Frieza in his current state?" Goku hesitated. The silence that followed was the clearest response possible. None. Not even full Ultra Instinct was enough. Whis sighed, a slight smile on his face. "And that's why you still don't understand the true purpose of power, Goku." The Saiyan looked at him, intrigued. "Purpose?" Whis spun his staff and made a translucent image appear in the air. Goku in his different forms, one after the other. The golden Super Saiyan, the blue glow of blue, the silver cloak of Ultra Instinct. Whis spoke. "Each shape represents a stage in your growth. Each transformation is a different way of channeling your ki. But you use them separately, as if each one were an isolated power. But your body and mind have already surpassed these limits. You no longer need to choose a shape. It's time to learn to channel all your transformations into a single essence." Guys, before we continue, are you already a member of the channel? I want to keep bringing you more and more amazing videos, but for that, I need your help. Now you can become a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive videos just for members. Your name will appear in the videos as a way of saying thanks. And most importantly, every contribution helps me create even more epic Dragon Ball content. In other words, you won't just be watching, you'll be part of this adventure with me. Every new video that comes out will carry a piece of your support. So if you're a true Dragon Ball fan and want to help the channel grow, click the join button below and be part of this legendary team. Alright, now let's get back to the story. Goku's eyes widened. All in one. Whis smiled slightly. Yes, the energy of a god, the anger of a Saiyan, the control of blue, the serenity of Ultra Instinct, all coexisting in harmony. Goku crossed his arms, trying to imagine. Is that possible? Whis moved his staff and a wave of energy spread across the ground. With you, Goku, anything is possible. But it won't be easy. This will require absolute balance. The angel then turned around, walking towards the small lake. You think Ultra Instinct is the final form, but in fact it's just the beginning. True mastery is in uniting body, mind, and essence. When that happens, your power will exist in its pure state. Goku looked at his hands, remembering all the times he had to scream, raise his ki, and change form. So, are you saying that I can fight using all the transformations in one form? Whis just smiled. Yes, a divine warrior doesn't need so many transformations. He is the power. The angel's words echoed deep in Goku's mind. For an instant he remembered Jiren, a warrior who had no transformations but whose strength was immeasurable. Goku said, Jiren, he didn't have any special form, and yet he pushed me beyond my limits. Whis said, exactly, he understood what you still don't understand. Power is not in changing form, but in becoming complete. Goku excitedly said, so that's it. I have to stop trying to be stronger in each form. I have to be complete as I am. Whis gave a small smile of satisfaction. Now you begin to understand. The angel raised his staff and swung it around. Suddenly, the ground around him lit up with divine symbols. The air vibrated. Let's start a new type of training, Goku. This will be unlike anything you've ever done, Goku said with a determined gleam in his eyes. Hey, you can send it. I'm ready, Whis replied. Ah, we'll see. Now close your eyes. Goku obeyed. As soon as he did, he felt Whis' energy invade the room. It was as if time had stopped. He began to feel each of his transformations within himself. The golden energy, the red energy, the blue energy, the silver energy, all pulsating at the same time, but in a disorganized way. Whis said, focus, don't just pick one. Embrace them all. Goku took a deep breath. Little by little, the energy began to stabilize. His hair glowed different colors, alternating rapidly. Gold, blue, silver, until everything began to merge. But then, a wave of pain hit him. Ah! Goku knelt down, holding his chest. That's a lot of energy, Whis observed calmly. This is what happens when the body tries to force something that the mind doesn't yet understand. You're trying to unite the powers, but you still think of them as something separate. Goku breathed hard but didn't give up. No, I can. He clenched his fists and shouted, channeling all his energy. The ground broke and the sky was on fire. The power expanded and for a moment, a blinding light enveloped the planet. Whis raised an eyebrow, curious. Interesting. When the light dissipated, Goku was standing, surrounded by an intense, vibrant aura. Colors blended around him. Gold, red, blue, and silver, spinning like divine flames in perfect harmony. His hair had completely changed. Each strand glowed a different color, reflecting all the forms he had mastered. The gold of Super Saiyan, the red of God, the blue of Blue, and the silver glow of Ultra Instinct. Whis watched, amazed, as Goku's power caused the air to vibrate and the ground to crack beneath his feet. Goku asked, Did I do it? Feeling the energy pulsate in a stable and pure way, Whis smiled, impressed. Not yet completely, but this is the first step to something much bigger. Goku clenched his fists and the rainbow aura around him expanded like a divine storm. This feeling is unlike anything else. It's as if all my forms were inside, but without fighting each other. Whis replied, exactly. You are beginning to unify your essence. Continue on this path, and maybe, one day you won't need so many transformations to be the strongest warrior in the universe. Goku looked at the horizon, a confident smile appearing on his face. Haha! So I will dominate this, whatever the cost! Frieza is waiting for me, I'm coming! Whis swung his staff, and the wind ceased, returning peace to the planet. I expected nothing less from you, Goku. Now get some rest. Tomorrow we will begin the real training part. Goku sat on the grass, his colorful hair reflecting the glow of the sky on Beerus's planet. For an instant he remembered everyone who fought alongside him. Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Frieza, even Jiren. Each of them was part of his journey. Each battle pushed him towards something greater. He closed his eyes, feeling the ki flow naturally, as if each color was a living part of his soul. Perhaps for the first time, he was truly at peace. After weeks of intense training on Beerus's planet, silence reigned. The gentle wind blew through the planet's large trees. Goku sat in his base form, gazing distantly at the horizon. There was something heavy in his chest. It wasn't fatigue, it was determination. Whis appeared behind him, with his usual calm smile and his staff glowing blue. Whis, curious, "You're very quiet today, Goku. This doesn't suit you. What are you thinking so much about?" Goku, crossing his arms, looked up at the sky. "I need a rematch against Frieza." Whis raised his eyebrows in surprise, but without losing his calm tone. "A rematch? Are you sure you're ready for it? Black Frieza isn't the same opponent he was before." Goku confident. "Yes, I am. He's stronger. But so am I. Besides, there's still something I want to prove to myself." Whis slowly twirled his staff, a blue glow expanding around them. Goku leaned forward. "Whis, can you find him? I want to settle this today." Whis replied, "Finding him isn't difficult. But remember, Goku, Frieza is not an enemy you can underestimate. Even with his new power, he remains a dark and unpredictable force." Whis waved his staff, and a reflection showed the distant space. An image of a devastated planet appeared, a place covered in flames, with ruined buildings and an arrogant, smiling figure. Whis said, "There he is! The evil Emperor Frieza, ruling another world." Goku clenched his fists. "Then that's where I'm going." Whis opened a portal and cosmic wind blew around. Goku took a deep breath, ki vibrating under his skin. Whis calmly said, "Good luck, Goku. Remember what you learned. Control, not anger." Goku, with a simple smile, said, "I'll leave it to you." He stepped into the portal and disappeared. The portal opened amidst a purple sky covered in dark clouds. Thunder cracked across the horizon, and the ground was covered in smoking craters. Atop a hill, Frieza watched his troops. Sensing the energy surging behind him, Frieza smiled. He turned slowly, his red eyes glowing with malice. Well, what an unpleasant surprise. Son Goku, I thought you'd already learned to stay in your corner after that last beating. Goku, with a firm look, Hey, you talk too much, Frieza. I've come to settle the score." Frieza laughed, a laugh that echoed like metal scraping stone. "Settle the score? With me? Oh please, you never learn. I am perfection. The entire universe bows before me." Goku walking toward him. "The universe will bow to those who protect it, not those who destroy it." Frieza, sarcastically, "What a noble speech! Typical of a foolish Saiyan." "Do you still consider yourself a hero, Goku, after so many humiliating defeats?" Goku smirking, "Only one defeat bothers me, Frieza. Your victory over me. And today, I'm going to change that." Goku's aura began to glow. The ground trembled. In an instant, the silver glow of Ultra Instinct enveloped his body, making the air vibrate. His silver eyes coldly reflected his enemy. Frieza, amused, "Ultra Instinct, huh? How nostalgic. But honestly, do you still think that form can defeat me?" Frieza raised his hand, and a dark energy enveloped his body. The transformation was instantaneous. Black Frieza's dark glow filled the air, distorting the space around him. His power was suffocating. "Allow me to remind you of true terror." The two disappeared in the blink of an eye. The impact of the first punch shattered the ground like glass. Goku dodged the blows with fluid movements, his silver hair swaying as time seemed to slow around him. But Frieza was even faster. His black form surpassed everything Goku remembered. Frieza, laughing as he struck, said, "What is it, Goku? Where's all that confidence? Your body can't keep up with your arrogance." Goku backed away panting and tried to counterattack, but Frieza grabbed him by the leg and slammed him into a nearby mountain. The rock exploded, scattering sparks. Frieza said, "Pitiful! You think you're a god, but you're still the same insect." Goku emerged from the smoke, wiping the corners of his mouth. His eyes were serene, but a different glow was beginning to emerge. Goku shouted, "I'm not done yet!" He closed his eyes for a moment, and then something changed. Goku's energy exploded in all directions, and a column of light streaked across the sky. Whis, on Beerus's planet, watched from a distance with his staff and smiled slightly. Whis said, so he's finally using that form. Goku's body began to glow with a multicolored aura, each hue representing a transformation. The gold of Super Saiyan, the blue of Super Saiyan Blue, the red of God, the silver of Ultra Instinct, all merging into one. His hair took on vibrant hues, red, blue, green, gold, and silver, forming an arc of pure divine energy. Frieza frowned, then laughed. Ha 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 ha! What is this? You look like a clown from an intergalactic carnival. Goku looked up, impassive. The ground began to tremble beneath his feet. As he advanced, the air around him distorted, and the first punch hit Frieza squarely. The impact was so violent that the villain was thrown miles away, crashing through mountains and falling to his knees on the ground. The black form disappeared for a brief moment, and Frieza returned to his normal form, coughing breathlessly. Frieza, in disbelief, What was that? I lost my transformation. Goku appeared before him in the blink of an eye. Goku, his voice calm and firm. This is the union of everything I've ever been and everything I'll ever be. No power within me is fighting anymore. Now everyone fights together. Frieza roared, unleashing a black blast that shook the ground, resuming his black form with a furious shout. I will erase you from all existence, Goku. The two clashed again. The shockwaves destroyed everything around them, and space began to fragment into fissures of energy. Goku dodged, attacked, and moved with divine precision. His blows seemed to contain the fury of the Super Saiyan mixed with the serenity of Ultra Instinct. Goku, after landing a devastating kick, I'm not fighting for revenge. I'm fighting to prove that hope never ends. Frieza, still laughing. Hope? What a ridiculous word. When I'm done with you, this universe will remember that fear is true power. He launched a giant black energy sphere. Goku raised his hands, concentrating all his multicolored energy. The two forces collided. A spectacle of light and destruction filled the sky. The shock was so intense that the planet began to shatter. Amidst the explosion, Goku's voice echoed, firm and resolute. This is my true strength! Goku's energy exploded, swallowing Frieza's attack and slamming the villain into the ground with brutal force. The impact created a colossal crater. Frieza tried to get up, staggering, but his body trembled. Frieza panting, Damned Saiyan! Goku looking at him with compassion. You can still change, Frieza. There's still time to abandon this path. Frieza gritting his teeth, Never. I was born to rule, and you, to be an insect. Before he could attack, Goku disappeared and reappeared behind him, kicking his enemy. Goku's energy surged and the air around him fell silent. Frieza fell to his knees, his black form completely dissolved. He looked up in surprise. Goku had spared his life. Frieza chuckling softly, always the same sentimentality. That will one day bring you a sad end, Goku. Goku turning and looking at the sky. Perhaps, but until then, I will continue evolving. The Saiyan stepped away, and Whis' portal opened again. Before entering, Goku glanced over his shoulder. Next time, Frieza, don't expect mercy. On Beerus's planet, Whis greeted him with a faint smile. Whis said, I see you got what you wanted. Goku replied, yes, and I even learned something new. Whis said, and what would that be? Goku, smiling, that true power comes when all the parts of who you are fight for the same reason. Whis looked up at the sky, satisfied. A warrior in harmony with himself. Now that's something divine, and so the rematch is over for now. Guys, this concludes this epic story. Did you like it? What did you think of Goku's new transformation? You can choose a name, so comment, and the name with the most likes will be chosen. So that's it. Let's move on to the next story. Bye.